All right, we're back. We're late this week, but we're back. So it's like 2 episodes in 1 week. But it is me, BlaiseMcBaine, and the co-host, Suavage. Suave, how are we doing this week?
Pretty good. Pretty vibey. You wanna hop into the games of the week?
Yeah.
Let's get this party started.
Let's do the thing. Am I starting or are you?
I can start.
All right.
First off, as far as games of the week go, King of Crabs, dude. That's a game. That's a game, dude.
I downloaded it. I need to get on there with you and Boss and try it out.
Dude, it's sick. It's like Agario, but with progression and skills that you can use and weapons. And you're a crab, so objectively better. Hashtag not sponsored. Please sponsor me, King of Crabs. I will stream your game on Twitch. Let's see. As far as like Smite games this week go, I'm looking at my profile. It was just kind of a lot of losses. Like I played well in most of them. Kinda, I don't even remember half of these, dude. Like some of these are from a week ago. Some of these are literally from a week ago. That's how little I played.
Well, it's also because like we're also late on recording. Plus the relegations happened.
Yeah.
That's part of it, but it's all good.
I haven't played that much this week.
I have some other games I'm going to talk about other than Smite if you want to chime in on something other than Smite, but that's up to you.
Played a little bit of Wizard 101. That's about it, to be honest.
Right. So, I got a lot of games in this week, which is amazing considering how much I was at work. So, I started off, I've been playing a lot of Medusa, and I'm just really enjoying it. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I can pop off of Medusa. I played some with Bill and popped off, and then we went into our relegations. Unfortunately, your Primer Pals did not make it into AGL because we lost 0-2. After relegations, I did queue up with Split Push a little bit and ran Danzenborough to take out my anger, and I went 11-3-4. Popped off in the old Danzenborough. He's always dependable. He's like Cupid. I know that if I lock Danzenborough, the likeliness of me having a bad time is pretty slim. Pretty slim. Along with that, on Sunday, Mother's Day, went and got my wife a lovely breakfast from this place called Milk and Honey in Nashville, which is an hour drive there and back, but it was delicious and worth it. I think Mother's Day was last Sunday. Yeah. And then, again, I played some more Danzenborough on Sunday.
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought, dude? And then our Thanatos decided that, it's a fun time for my team to int and then say that they're inting in chat, right? Like, I don't know how to engage fights. Yeah, bro, you're Thanatos. You don't have to engage. Let the front line do it. Then you can go in. And then he just watched us take a fight and stood in the jungle for a solid, 45 seconds, and then said that we were throwing. I was like, okay, bud. Really appreciate you. I'm glad you picked Thanatos to do this. Another god that I've been excited about trying out, and I literally was playing with Dan and Beagle, and I was like, who's going to be up and coming next in the SPL? Artemis. You know who we saw this weekend? Artemis.
How'd that go?
It didn't go well for Panda Cat, apparently. He did have a lot of damage though. It went great for me. I went 6-2-7. But I was into a Medusa Athena, and I was just shutting them down. Other than that, I played some Rogue Company with Boss and Gilly, finished out a bunch of quests, and then finished out the Battle Pass. It was a fun time. They did a bunch of new updates on there. I'm going to check that out some more with their Season 2 update. And then the game I've been playing a lot of before I get back to Smite games, because I'm just kind of progressing throughout the week, is Scavengers. I think I talked about it in last week's episode. I'm just having a fun time with that game. I played with Boss and Embright a bit. I played with Boss and Bill a bit. I think we made it out of the ship once, but we had a string of really bad luck one day. We queued 4 or 5 matches, and I think they all ended for us within 4 or 5 minutes, and I just logged out for the night. I was like, I'm going to bed. since we lost relegations and some stuff switched up with split push, I am playing. I'm their coach, but now I'm playing ADC for them as well. That way, they have a full roster and are able to compete in AGL still. So I played Dan's support because if you're not carry, you might as well play him in support. And poor Beagle got farmed on her, but man, I had a good game. I don't remember the score line, but I was popping off, and I built like a support. Like I had like War Flag, Shoguns.
You went shifters first.
I think I did go shifters. Yeah.
Did.
I had like a bunch of just like fun items there. That was a good time. I think that was the game you did like Geb Jungle, right? Or was that the Kumba Jungle game? I don't remember.
No, I was spectating because I got in right as you guys got in.
Oh, that's right.
Call, and then I watched from you.
It's fun to watch. Tuesday I got home late because of track, and nothing too interesting happened there. But on Wednesday, I got to witness what it was like to be part of like regional finals of field events, which isn't something I normally get to do because our field events team is usually pretty small and we don't get very far. But like one of my girls we didn't think would qualify gets second place and goes into finals. So you get like 3 throws in your heat, and then there's another heat. And they take top 9. And once they get to top 9, you get 3 more throws. So she's in second place. She does her first throw, still in second. Does her next throw, gets passed. And she throws further, but like she's like half a foot behind this girl. And turns out she missed state by half a foot. And it sucked knowing that's how much she missed. That's how much she missed state by. But it was awesome, like just getting to see the back and forth because it's so much different than running. If I haven't mentioned it here on before, I think I mentioned in the first episode, I coach track and field and cross country. So, like, it was just cool. That was part of my week that obviously I was just there to coach, and I was using a bunch of basketball analogies because they're all basketball players that are throwers. And I'm like, I have one girl that she throws it and just goes, like, straight into the ground. I'm like, how do you shoot a basketball? And she goes, oh. Like, it just, like, all of a sudden clicked. And then my other, the one that almost made it to state, I was like, hey, just think about you're driving up to the basket and, like, you're going for a layup. And she goes, yo, these basketball analogies are killing it. Like this is helping me understand what to do. And I was like, look, glad I thought of it now, and cool, moving on. Like, let's go out there and throw it further. I got on later that night to play some Smite and some Wild Rift, and on Smite, Kenny picks Jing Chen, and poor Kenny Alpha, dude, gets an amazing Jing Chen on this Thanatos, and my dumb self. Look, man, it's been a long day. I was at work for like 13 hours. I was like, oh, if I impale him, he dies. Yeah, I impaled him out of tower fire, and he lived. Like, I mean, he had to have like 15, 20 health. I was so mad at myself. And then I queued up some Wild Rift for Suave. Dude, Wild Rift's so good. So good. If you haven't been on there, there's 3 new champions that have come out in the past couple weeks. They added Ringar, Kha'Zix, and Renekton. I haven't played Renekton yet, but the other 2 are pretty sick. I'll probably play them tomorrow. Then I got to our split push set where I ran, as you can imagine, I probably ran Danza the first game because I did, and I popped off. It was like me versus this on her, and we were like the people that carried our games, and it just felt really good to do. Following that, I was like, you know what feels just as good as Danza and Burrow? Medusa. And the Medusa game was really fun, but we tried to run double hunter, and it just didn't pay off. If you're trying to run double hunter, just know that is not the move. Like, one of your hunter, you can't both build crit because then they all build spectral. You don't have enough burst damage for your mage. And overall, I felt bad for Beagle. She was just getting, like, sat on in mid because she was on her and I was on Medusa. Overall, I thought we played well, but it just didn't go our way. After that, I queued up some ranked games with Boss. I had a really good Jing Chen support game. Popped off there. Popped off on Kamazot's jungle. We won both the ranked games, which obviously never happens for me. And then I queued up with Bill. So it was me, Boss, and Bill, and we had like a super toxic Nuwa. But other than that, that's pretty much my games of the week. I played Smite, played a good bit of Rogue Company, and a good bit of Scavengers, and a sprinkle in a Wild Rift. I am going to start doing Wild Rift Wednesdays on the stream a little bit more if I can. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I think there's Suave. I was say I think we might have lost Suave for a minute, but he is now back.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah, no. I mean, Yeah, I completely forgot that relegations happened recently.
I like to
Dude,
block them out of my memory too. Don't worry.
I not even. It's just been a long week. I played that like Shang Chen first game boring, but then I went the upgraded TP Emir support game 2. I'll have
Mm-hmm.
you guys know. I fragged. Okay, I I was the king of that early game, dude. I was everywhere. It felt so good. And then today, played a ranked game with Boss. I played Cuckoo mid. Um, we had a bunch of gamers on our team. Our our support was he was killing it, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey guys, can we pause? I think a tornado just landed outside of my house." So then we paused and we're all like, "Oh no, what happens if he doesn't get back?" And then we just like hear a whoosh in his microphone or something. Like, oh no. And then he gets back and he's like, "It's okay, guys. Don't worry. I don't want to lose the TP." And we're like, "Bruh, he's got his priorities right, dude." No, but we ended up winning it pretty quickly, pretty easily. It was a fun game, and we just tossed an L in there because what's a rank grind without a whole bunch of losses? Am I right, fellas? It's That'll round it out for me.
I had something I wanted to add on to that. Oh, Ymir upgraded Sunder is a fun time. That's what it was. If you haven't tried it, you can even buy Mannequin Scepter if you want to troll. But like
It's not fun
Ymir
against. It's not
with
fun to play
upgraded
against.
Sunder, it's a fun time.
Not for them.
I played it the other day and I had a good time. I was like, this is sick. That's
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I wonder if they had as much fun as you did.
They did not. I like it was like me and Boss in lane, I think, and the guy just got like insta deleted. I think it was. I
Feels
don't remember
good.
if it was the Tiamat that we first blooded. Yeah, we like insta kill the Tiamat. Uh,
Feels good, man.
Fun times, fun times. And this is leading into our gaming topic of the week, and I want to bring this up because of what happened in the SPL this weekend. But not only that, just like an opinion in general on smack talking. Like I think, and not just for Smite, I think in any pro environment, like smack talking is healthy to a point, as long as it doesn't get like super personal and it can be in like good jest and the players still respect each other. Obviously, there's some players that really don't like each other, and that smack talk is still pretty interesting. But I personally think it's good for like a pro environment. I enjoy watching it with like NFL players talk smack on one another.
Conor McGregor, dude.
Oh yeah, Conor McGregor, like the king of smack talk. Uh, so like I kind of want to talk this on two different levels. I guess like we can talk about like pro level play and not just in like esports, but in sports as well. Like I think it brings a healthy level of competitiveness to the environment. I think there's a time and place for it, but I do think it brings a good environment. My big thing is like as long like so as long as esports wise, as long as you're not DMing the person in game, like while the competition's going on, I think you're pretty okay. Like there was some really good banter between Panda Cat and Zapman. If you haven't gotten to go look at it, you should. But like that's different than like real sports where you're in the middle of a like a football game. Like I know I used to have cornerbacks talk smack to me, or when I was running cross country, people would talk smack to me, and I'm just like, "Okay, man." And then I beat them, and like that was my smack talk back. Like I didn't have to say anything because I just beat you.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your opinions on that, Suave, but that I want to start with the pro level play, and then I want to just talk about smack talk, kind of like at our level of play, like either in casuals or like general play at a competitive level.
Definitely at a pro level, it is as a fan just to like experience. It adds a whole nother level of immersion, because then it's like, oh yeah, get him. Yeah, he's my favorite. He's taking it to him. Or conversely, if they're smack talking your favorite guy, you're like you get invested because you're like, wow, they just insulted me. They hit me right in the feels. So I think it's really good. Of course, it's up into a level like the second it gets from like ingest or like, you know, a little bit of hard feelings, but mostly just like having a fun time, releasing that leftover kind of anger or upsetness. The second it goes from that to like meaning it, like,
Yeah.
completely, that's when it gets kind of bad, and that's when it needs to stop. Or well, no, it needs to stop before then.
That's when it becomes an issue. I get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with Panda Cat. It's definitely better to do it before.
Oh yeah,
But,
100%
but
makes it
you
more
cannot-
interesting.
You cannot beat the tower, boy.
Yo, okay, I always think about this. Is what I think. This, so I remember when I was younger. I think it was Matt Hasselback when he was playing for the Seahawks. They go to overtime, and this is in the playoffs. And he's like, he gets the coin. He goes, "We're gonna receive the ball and we're gonna win." And then they lost the game. Like that is a more interesting story than them winning the game. Like, oh yeah, we're just better than them. Like they suck. Like him talking smack and then losing, way more interesting.
Fun. It makes it so much more fun for everyone involved.
Yeah, like him talking smack beforehand and winning is even more interesting.
Because
but like
then it gives everyone a feeling that they need to prove something, so everyone plays a little bit harder for it.
I just think it brings like a healthiness to the environment. Now,
Absolutely.
I think it's very different to start talking smack in my casual games.
Oh, absolutely.
Or like in a stream chat or just anything of that nature where like either your backseat smack talking, like don't do that. I used to have friends that would like talk smack to me for someone I was playing in Madden, and I would utterly obliterate that person because of them. And it's just not, it doesn't make it good for anybody. I think smack talking, like if I'm in my casuals, like bro, we're in a casual, like you need to calm that down. I think even like if I got out of an AGL set that wasn't against someone that I was friends with and they started talking smack on me.
Oh yeah, especially in the post game lobby chat.
Oh yeah, I would not be happy. But like if it's against someone I know, like I think we've had it before where I got queued against you and split push, and I was like on the enemy team by myself.
Dude, I beat you.
You did. But I got to talk smack because we won the game.
You did. And I got to talk smack because I held you under tower for 20 minutes.
It's true. It's very true.
Oh, it's all
but
fair.
like that type of smack talking's fun because it's this banter, and no one takes it seriously.
Yeah. The second it's between two people who have no like prior, like I guess
acquaintance
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's between two random people, then it's more than likely toxicity because there's no feeling of like camaraderie.
Yeah, I think that's the problem is like, and not only that, like you go from like smack talking to toxicity really quick. And once he switches to toxicity, you know. The perfect example was like, so we had the new I mentioned that was playing with me and Bill and Boss. Just starts like going in and calling us the R word among many other things, and I was just like you're new on mid, and the only thing you're doing is ulting right now. And I didn't say this. I was like, you just need to calm down. And I think Bill was like, please go make a Twitter post about this. And the person didn't talk like the rest of the game. So you have people like that, and like usually if they talk smack, the easiest way to shut them down is just give it back to them. Or my personal favorite is, do I need to mute you? Because I will. Like I've told one guy, like he kept going in on me, and I was just like, I'm just gonna mute you. And he goes, keep typing. And I just muted him to have to deal with him the rest of the game.
Oh, man,
because
my personal favorite was that Zeus dude. There was a Zeus that we had maybe a month ago. I'm pretty sure we talked about it before on the podcast. But dude, that was sick. He was blaming everyone. I was like, dude, shut up, you're stupid. And then he just
he left the game. Like he got it back. He got dealt back to him, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta hit him with the quick, like not thoughtful comment.
100%.
That's off the cuff, bro.
Like I can guarantee you, there's gonna be smack talking this week before this ground B&B split push set.
Oh yeah.
In fact,
You guys are gonna lose.
okay. If
My boys are whooping you straight up.
look, I'm gonna win. I don't know about the rest of my team,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
but I am gonna win.
I think Boss is gonna hand it to you.
I mean, you can believe whatever you want. I just know I have a strat that might tilt somebody at the beginning of the game. So you take that as you will.
Are you invading?
Don't worry about me.
That would be pog. Yo, if you're invading, I'm all for it, and I want you to win.
The best part is Boss is going to listen to this, and I'm going to make sure I get it posted tonight or tomorrow morning. That way he has a full day to think about this strat. Like, I'm in his head.
Give me a little bit of a spoiler.
I can't, because I know he's going to listen.
Well, not like a spoiler, but like
there might be a first blood before 1 minute.
Are you and Kenny going Emir with the Sunder on it?
No, I wish. Dude,
I
wish.
You gonna have Dan go over there with a TP?
No, Dan's not touching my lane. And believe me, Dan did bring up using TP for a strat that we talked about, and I was like, no, you stay in your lane. You go to your blue buff. I'd better not see you near me.
Go over to your island, man. Nobody wants you here.
Yeah,
this is
stay over there.
Look, this is a long lane.
The only thing that belongs here is ADCs. The supports leave at 5 minutes. Leave me alone.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
But no. Look, I might be paying Tom a visit. That's all I need to say.
Oh.
Who knows?
Cherno, eh?
Who knows, dude? I got a lot of options.
You're playing Cherno or Paulo. I got that much.
Or Athena.
Yo, I'm so down. Athena's for the birds. Let's
Dude,
go.
I actually tried to tell Dan, and if it isn't banned, I was like, okay, hear me out. We get Gilgamesh through. They think it's support or solo, but it's really me and Carrie.
I'm pretty sure Gilgamesh is banned.
It is. Yeah, it's banned through tomorrow. They're gonna wait till after the patch to decide like what's still banned and what's not, from my understanding. But I know Loki should become available because his bug's supposed to be fixed. I'm actually surprised that Gilgamesh is going to remain comp banned for... I guess that's the new thing. I guess we can touch on that real quick. So this happened with Tiamat, where like she was comp banned for like an extra 2 weeks. And apparently the same thing's happening with Gilgamesh. And I feel that's kind of strange, because before it was like 2 weeks and they're in.
I kind of like it.
I do too. Because I think
it
gives plenty of time to get used to that god.
Yeah, and it gives time for people to play it in ranked and get a better feel, I guess, depending on if you're at a level where you're even with your competition, or
it's just interesting.
Because a lot of people who only play ranked don't get to experience that character at all outside of customs, because they just don't queue other modes, and that's good for you if you do that.
Yeah,
I have a lot of respect for that. I can't do it. I just kind of lose, so...
I feel that.
Spoke to me on a deeper level.
I don't think I have anything else I want to add about Smack Talk other than I'm handing BMB a silver platter.
Yeah, a silver platter of a win.
Look, I told you they might win.
They will win.
But I'm winning for me.
Hey man, that's what I want to see.
I had a positive KDA last week in both the games and carried as hard as I could. Dan played out of his mind last week.
I want all my boys to win, man.
But
if I can have six of them win one game, I'm happy with it.
I'm taking dubs. I'm taking dubs one way or another. I can't wait for the 5 ADC bans that are coming my way.
Taking dubs and names. Are you holding off the last pick? Are you playing Tsukiyomi? Are you playing Set ADC? Yo, I'll let Set through if I promise it's for you.
Dude, I got you. No one else plays it on Split Push, dude. What do you mean?
That's true. Dan might.
He doesn't.
All right, I'm gonna let Set through for you.
I literally told Dan, I said, "Can I be last pick and just lock Bakasura?"
Tell me that's not the strat.
I said, "I promise it's a counter pick to on her, dude." I said,
absolutely not.
It is. I can just leap his impale and I can leap his ult. Boom, I win. I build crit and I just throw minions at him. Dubs.
But then by that logic, so is Neath, so is Uller.
Yeah.
So like
Uller is. Neath, no.
On her is. Just pick on her and
hardly know her.
I don't get it. Is that some play on
Oh
words?
yeah, supposedly. Oh my
Dad
god,
joke
dude.
central out here,
No,
man.
dude, you don't want to know the dad jokes I've been hearing lately. They've been pretty bad. I
Hit
made
me
Luke
with 'em.
laugh. Oh, okay,
Hit me
knock
with 'em.
knock.
Who's there?
Old lady,
Old lady who?
quit yodeling.
Ah,
Yeah, we're out here.
all
My
right.
6-year-old son really likes that one though.
Will that be next week's question?
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite dad jokes.
Favorite dad jokes. Yo, that's actually a good one. I got to make a note of that.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing that immediately after we get done with this. All right.
Keep that in thought, and feel free to at Blaze go into his DMs and just blow him up with dad jokes
Yeah, that's
at
fine.
all hours
You
of the
can
day.
also you can
Blow up
at
Majin
Kenny
too.
Alpha.
Yeah, Kenny and Majin.
Yeah. Yeah, while you're at Gilly, he could really use it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
no reason
Just
other than just because.
just blow up people with dad jokes.
Yeah.
That's the theme of the week, I guess.
Yeah. Should we move on to our random question of the week?
Sure.
All right. Our random question is, what is your favorite insult? This goes with smack talking, obviously. I have two. The first one is I was developed in TeamSpeak when I used to host.
I'm
When
scared.
I used to command in Guild Wars, and some people would get rowdy in the chat, and I'd be like, "Hey, so and so," I'd be like, "Hey, Suave, what do you do with a soccer ball?"
What?
And I'd say, "Kick it," and I'd kick him from the kick him from the TeamSpeak, and then they
That's a
couldn't get back.
class.
They couldn't get back in the channel because
Arrow knows all about that
the
one.
password. Yeah, I love that one, dude. You know what's sad is I
What?
got plenty of people that didn't know about that one, and when you hit them with it, like they just have no response at all. The other one is when somebody says something absolutely ridiculous to me, I just look at them and say, "I don't want to have a battle of wits with an unarmed man."
Oh,
And the best part about
toxic.
that one is when they finally get it.
Yeah.
I had I had a I had a kid ask me about like something about insults one day. I said, "Yeah, I just tell people I don't want to have a battle of wits with an unarmed man." He was like, "I don't get it." And then like 5 minutes later, he goes, "Wait, are you calling them stupid?" And I was like, "Yeah." uh, That's my favorite.
I appreciate that one.
yeah, that one takes a little bit of thinking.
All of my favorite are like too specific, so I'm gonna just fall back on that one I heard in a rank game, in a lobby chat directed at honestly all three frontliners by one of their carries. It was you couldn't peel a banana if it hit you in the face, and I like that one especially when it comes to MOBAs. But in general, I mean, you could say that anyways. It would be like, you wouldn't know talent if it hit you in the face. Same kind of thing, except it's
Yeah, it's got to
specific.
change it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's specific, and they're like, what? Yeah, it gives that what factor.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, alrighty. Well, I think that's all we got. It's a little bit of a shorter episode this week, but we just wanted to be sure we got something out to y'all. Next week, if we can get it organized, we are going to have a guest. I will post more about that on Twitter. If you go to UpUrXP at Twitter, you'll be able to find it there and find some hints to that. You'll also notice that we have new logos on all of our social channels and podcast areas, whether it be Spotify, Apple, or Podbean, or Google. Yeah, those are the four that I have it posted to. And shout outs to Gilly for those. They're really sick. There's several different ones, I think, for the Discord. Like I'm using the black background one, and then for that's for my Discord. For the Discord server, it's the white one, and then for the Twitter, I think it's the white one. I just switched up because there's a bunch of different ones, but they're all the same design.
They're all kind of sick.
But I like them a lot. They did a good job. And other than that, I got nothing else. You got anything you want to add, Suave?
Not that I can think of.
All right. Catch y'all later. Bye.
Peace.